Give me a second, y'all. Let me see how to do this. Let's see. There we go. All right. So then we go at that. Boom. All right. We cooking. We cooking. We cooking. Then we go new meeting. All right. We gonna do copy link. Boom. We're gonna do. Give me a second, y'all. Um, boom. Um, yo, yo. Hold on. Add yo. On deck. You can hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, but it's I don't know what the hell speakers. Can y'all hear Corey? Chat, give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear Corey. Um, I know the screen blank. I'm working on it. All right, let me see. So I'm going to add Corey. Corey, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
I was on mute. I was on mute.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how to work this. All right, y'all can hear Corey. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. I figured that shit out later.
Yeah, they can hear. I did the
Yeah, they
playback.
can hear you. That's what's up. All right. So I'm going to add camera, but it's not going to be me. The first camera I want to add is Corey. Boom. There we go. Now I remember it. Boom. All right, I sent Brass and everybody the link. Where everybody at?
Man, they yeah, they already left off that other time.
The other's in. All right, let me see. Let me see. Text the group, tell Brass to click the link. Corey. And then we're gonna
Okay.
go. We're gonna go add camera. Boom. Shit. All right, y'all, what's going on? I know I ain't been live in a minute, y'all. You know what I mean? I don't know what I've been doing. I ain't, you know what I mean, just been working, you know what I mean? But we got a lot of stuff planned, you know what I mean? So I'm changing the studio. So I got some stuff moving around. Let me see, where DQ at? Let me send DQ the link. Let me send
Oh, he's setting up his technology there, brother.
He said what?
He's setting up his technology.
Boom. All right. So everybody got link. Everybody got the link. I don't know why that's not working. That's crazy.
So yeah, it's been a lot of excitement. You know what I mean, out there as far as the landscape goes in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out in the world. So there's a lot of current events going on and shit. So what's some of the things that's catching your eye like right now? Like what's major to you?
Right now,
Globally, like you can do United States, but even globally, you know what I'm saying? Like what's major?
globally, pretty much Palestine, you know, Israel has been, you know, all right, here go Brass. Brass. Boom. Let me see. Israel Palestine's been pretty much one of the main things that I've been you know, paying attention to just because of the hypocrisy of it all. Nationally, well, Trump, you know, this Trump thing is definitely, you know, been one. We was talking about it in my school today. Even the young people is amazed that, you know, how all these rappers and stuff is going for Trump now. Like like the ridiculousness of it. And these are young people, right, who are basically ashamed of the rappers in the hip hop community for being behind Trump. Like these are young people that actually are fans of the hip hop community at this current stage with the new age. And they pretty much is disappointed. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things going on right now. You know what I mean? What's going on, Brass?
What's
Brass, what
going
up?
on, brothers? What's going on?
What's up with it?
Yeah, I still got my avatar from Sosa's World, setting up for my show at 8 o'clock.
Okay,
I
okay,
figure
okay.
this is about as clean as I can get it. I'm trying to set my audio up. But what's going on, brothers? What are we talking about?
Waiting for everybody to come in. Let me see.
Shout out to the chat. Peace to the chat.
Got DQ up in
Yeah.
here.
It's been a minute since we hit the button, so I just felt like we gonna catch up to where we at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, pick something and run with it. Let's get it.
I said, so the title, what did I name this? I ain't even had time to
We
put a
plan to take
thumbnail.
over.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We
You know what I mean? Y'all
plan to
got it
take
right.
over.
Y'all got it right. Y'all got it right. We doing exactly. You dig what I'm
What
saying?
we supposed to do.
Right. We supposed to sit on our hands? We got a computer like anybody else. Let me see. Hold on, let me put y'all up. DQ, what's up?
Hold up. Get my audio right. What's good, everybody?
Peace.
Yeah, I'm about to shoot you something in the back chat real quick, Chef. But yeah, baby, I'm good. It's been a an eventful day. You know, a lot of stuff happening in the news. US been going hard in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of stuff. So I'm loving it. I'm glad we getting together, can powwow.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
so
We took
I
gold.
asked.
The females took gold in the what's that in the flipping
Gymnastics.
shit? In gymnastics.
Yeah,
I called it the
gymnastics.
flipping shit.
Yeah, my little sister she has been Simone Biles fan since she was a child. And you know, my little sister is a professional cheerleader for the Carolina Panthers. And she was in tumbling and gymnastics. So yeah, she been flooding the family group chat with all the girls' gymnastics accomplishments.
Awesome.
Definitely. My daughter is a Simone Biles fan. She
Yep.
loves
She the goat. She the goat.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. So I had asked Chef though what was some of the current things that was going on that was like important to you like in your life or whatever that what I'm saying like that's like kind of something that either worried about or feel good about however it is globally like what's the what's out there currently that's catching your eye.
I know with me within my business, I'm keeping an eye on new the new hemp bill that they're trying to rewrite, the rescheduling of marijuana and how that's going to affect the future of the dispensaries in the area where I'm at. So that's been one of the main focus things I've been focusing on because it's been a whole lot of talks about trying to get it out the board. Then there's a whole lot of talks about pushing it forward. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about that being some legislation trying to get pushed through to reschedule it. What's that all about? And
Well,
the
they definitely
likely
rescheduled it.
of that being actually going through. Go ahead.
I'm saying they definitely rescheduled it. It opened up a weird loophole now for the states that still lock up people for small marijuana possessions. Changes have been happening, but it's a big gray area. Just like the 2018 Farm Bill create a big gray area for states that didn't sell THC, that allowed the sale of it. So I think they're trying to restrict the sale of smokable THC, which is going to run dead into the rescheduling of marijuana. So right now it's a weird ass loophole, bro. They got to get to an understanding what they want to do, because a lot of companies have been taking a blow due to all these regulations. A lot of companies have been raided due to laws that are clearly established. Well, not clearly established, but clearly understood. So yeah, that's becoming a big talk.
Yeah. Well, what I've been looking at, and Brass, you can chime in and give your position right after me. Feel free, brother. But what I've been looking at is the housing market, man, and because that kind of give you a good idea. You want to look at that as a working class. A lot of people look at how good the stocks is doing or whatever, but that's for rich people. To me, in my eyes, now somebody might argue different and can have a good argument on it, right? But I look at the housing market, and what I'm seeing is how the homes are being it's fraud being done actually by loan officers. It's again these subprime loans, but it's kind of dressed up in a similar way, but it's probably they ain't really even dress it up this time. I mean, they just switched the hat, I guess. So, basically, but the subprime loans where, there's certain guidelines, as far as your income to debt ratio, right? And that determines how much of a loan, how long of a loan, interest rates and things like that. You know what I mean? So, and then with it's a twofold, because it's another side of the fraud being done by the appraisal districts. You know what I mean? The appraisal districts, are artificially inflating the value of homes right now, simply due to the fact that it's a strain on people building homes. You know what I mean? It's like it's so many loopholes, to build like residential homes that you're almost paying to be able to go in and build a neighborhood. You know what I mean? You gotta pay to go make money, or go pay to go, build the homes and shit. So it's artificially inflating the value of the homes that's already built. And so when the market hit, when things hit the fan, this causes a strain, and people start to lose their homes and shit like that. Behind that, and it's basically the 2008 crash. But like I said, I think right now it's people done caught on, and now we can kind of nip that in the bud. Hopefully, I don't know if that's already gone. If it's too gone, I'm not an economic scientist, but I do see that the values of home, most homeowners right now, they home is worth like 1.5, 2 times more than what they paid for it. You know what I mean? Like, and then they ain't even put no equity into it. So I be looking at things like that. That catches my attention, and I think that should be like on the forefront of people, because that's gonna hit that kitchen table. You know what I'm saying?
It was around 2006, I think 06, 07. Yeah, I was a junior in 06. I was helping my auntie. She was a loan officer for a real estate company, and that's when they was doing 80/20 loans. I think it's a 80/20, 80/20 supplemental loans.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy right there.
Yeah, those were the type of loans I remember people was doing back then, and I knew how crazy that was, so I can just imagine. Like, see, that's one step that I'm trying to get to. I haven't owned a house, but I'm working towards trying to get a home. So yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's really like the guidelines is like 40, 60 years or something. You know what I mean? Right around in that area. You know what I mean? So yeah, and you talking about 80-20, that's wow, So yeah, that's I think, people need to be on the lookout for that. I would, the way, I would tell somebody who's actually got a mortgage, right, is go ahead and put that equity into your home. You know what I'm saying? So that that value, you can have actuate that value. You know what I'm saying? So get them new windows. Get that new siding. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of it. New doors and the curb appeal thing. You know what I'm saying? And your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like because when you especially when you do things, I noticed too. In my neighborhood, if somebody get a new lawnmower, you know what I mean? Like somebody else got to go get a new lawnmower. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of neighborhoods is like that. So like you get some new windows, like dude across the street ain't gonna be wanting to look at your brand new windows too much longer, or his wife ain't for sure. You know what I'm saying? Without him getting some new windows and shit. So all of that actually brings the value up. You know what I'm saying? So like I think that I don't know, like I don't know any other way. I'm more of a practical guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I know some people might say, well, you could go to this stock and do this trade and get the Bitcoin and the rest. I don't know anything about that, right? But I do know about home equity. But you have to put this equity. See that the this is the tough part though, right? And we're kind of the Black community where we, kind of get the short end of the stick per se. Pause, brass.
All day long. All day. I was like, hey, I'm glad
you actually have to put this equity in your home with liquid, like with cash. You know what I mean? You can't get a home equity loan to put that equity in. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do you have to do this out of pocket. You know what I mean? And so that's where the strain comes in at. But, I think, in my eyes, that, for people who actually have a mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll be a way to mitigate some of that, you know what I'm saying?
I've been moving a lot of my investments or any portfolio as far as real estate. I've been moving a lot more into commercial. And when you talk to those guys, those are those guys that they're very wise. These are people that's probably ran all through residential properties and these are people that moved into commercial. Most people don't start at commercial, they end up there. And they got a saying that they basically swear by is that fraud occurs during the boom and we find out about it during the bust.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens while everybody's
exactly
making
right,
money,
bro.
while everybody's making money and doing everything, nobody's really paying attention. But when things get tight and you start looking over them books, now you like, hey, what's going on? So like for me in commercial property, I'm doing well, but I will say I've had to tighten up just a little bit because one of the things that's going on is people aren't buying as much. I usually buy, get in. I'm praying the New York Mets come over to Jersey, because things like that will raise it just off just the good news, because a lot of that stuff is whatever. But commercial mortgage fraud is what scares me, because what's going on is these damn the like you said, the loan officers. Loan officers been always inflating stuff to get sold, because they get a commission. So it's not a third party,
They
every
turn a
time
blind eye.
yeah.
I I think when you get to the details, and this is why a lot of it goes slide. Not to interrupt you, but real quick,
Go ahead.
it's why a lot of it gets like, gets past, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's more like turning a blind eye. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what those loan officers is doing. Not like, and one can say, yeah, turning a blind eye is flat out fraud. I guess when you get technical with it, I don't know, but when you look at it, it's not like, oh, we going. It's sometimes it's just you the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah, I'll say that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of actual fraud, and then you got a little bit of blind, turning the blind eye. You know what I'm saying?
And what happens is, in Jersey, they fake sales. So that drives the market crazy. So when you fake that sale, that could be on the books for almost 45 days. So now you like, damn, so you sold this at that, huh? Like, yeah, here you go. Take a look at it. It's like, yeah, and then you find out that the building's still for sale when you go look the next time. So it's like, they play with incomes. You got the credit, what you call them, snake oil salesmen out there telling you, they throwing you in credit lines and all kind of fake cards and stuff like that. The whole industry is crazy, but when everybody's making money, nobody cares. And the problem is that, yeah, you out there, you think you're doing a good thing, you're helping people. I've given a lot of people advice, but then again, in the same token, there's some things I can't advise you against or for. I can't protect you in a market where if they catch you with fraud, it's a wrap. It's over. You're gonna be the poster child. You're gonna be the worst thing that ever happened to the United States. You're gonna be on the front page of the newspaper, and that's that. So what I do is I protect myself. I don't get too spread out. I don't get too spread thin. I make sure that I have as much commercial, but not as far as value, but not as far as properties individual, but value, so that I don't get busted out. My dad, everybody knows I always bring up my dad in situations like this, but he's one of the people that taught me, like, you don't be so naive and just be living La Vida Loca and thinking that can't nothing happen to you, because the minute you think can't nothing happen to you, that's exactly when it happens to you. So, I'm good. I wish I could buy more. I wish I could participate more. But like you said, you go out here, you find out that building that you thought was 1.2, when you go to buy other properties, a lot of times when I go to buy other properties, I find out that the property that I have is not necessarily worth what it is. Sometimes I find out it's more. So I would just say protect anybody. A wise man has told me now, even though you want to get into ownership, with the amount of foreclosures right now, with the interest rates going up, a lot of people aren't going to be eligible for these HELOCs. They think that's going to save their house or save their life. If you're in an apartment and you're not homeless, a wise man has told me to just enjoy for the time being, because some of these people that have mortgages, they hurting right now. They really they hurting.
Yeah, and that's the scary part, because you're looking at Granny, losing her house and shit, because it'd be a little bit ugly, man. It gets real ugly when it comes down to that. So yeah, I just wanted to, highlight that. That was something that, I've been looking at lately, man.
Yeah, give some people some real information.
Right.
Give them something they could use rather than
and even in like because like, even if you sell your house right now, and you get that inflate, because if you sell it right now, you can pretty much clean up, but then you have to look at like what you gonna buy. Like, you ain't even gonna be able to get the same standard home for the money that you just got. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the next, you know what I mean?
You're gonna get the boom. You're gonna get the Yeah, you're
Yeah,
gonna get the
yeah,
Yeah,
boom. You're gonna get the
that
boom for the
listen,
sale, but then when you go to
yeah,
buy something,
you're right.
you're gonna get hurt.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was saying. You know, looking at my house, right? Man, what they're offering for my house is terrifying, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I say it's terrifying, and I tell people this all the time, right? Because you know I'm a barber. I say, man, if I sold my house, right, I don't even make enough money to be able to buy another house in my neighborhood. Like I can't
Right,
even
Nah,
right.
afford if I wouldn't have got my house at that price at those rates. Right now, I
Yeah.
can't even afford right now to buy another house in my neighborhood. So where the fuck would
Mm-hmm.
I go at? People be like, "Yo, you
Yeah.
should sell. You got how much? Your house paid off? You know how much money, bro? I'm not touching it." Cause
Then you
I
got to move
can't
down
even
to
afford
Shirley
to live in
Avenue.
my neighborhood no more if I sold this motherfucker. Crazy.
exactly.
You'll be living on Shirley Avenue,
I'll be on
Shad.
Shirley Avenue. I'll be on Shirley. And that's crazy. Right. Dope. Dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
but that's what that's the situation that we find ourselves in. I had to talk my dad off the ledge. I had to talk him off the ledge, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, he was finna go there, but I'm like, Dad, so how you, you know what I'm saying? But you don't even work, homie. Like, where you gonna live at now? You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna live in the next neighborhood over. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen, homie. You can't afford to live over there no more once you sell your house. You know what I'm saying? But
No, it's a
yeah.
wrap on that. It's a wrap, and I think that's why like recently I've had to move my parents with me because they as your parents get old, and I'm actually glad about it, but as your parents get older, the the health declines, the income definitely declines, and then so now you're not, if you do sell your house, you're going to be living with your children because you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be able to afford, you can't even get approved off of Social Security and retirement income and investments and things like that. Now you could, but you just bought. It's see, like with my parents, they wouldn't be buying a house based on the sales. They just be buying another house. And when you're trying to do that in this particular market right now, it's
Right,
tough.
right.
It's tough. It's tough. It is very, very tough. So as far as houses, like I said, it's the good thing about the housing market, real estate has more millionaires probably than any other market. So I'm not telling anybody to ever not do real estate. The majority of these people you see that's doing well, living great, a lot of that is real estate. It's a
Oh yeah,
simple statement. So if you're
mm-hmm.
doing well, living great, a lot of that is real estate. That's not that's a rhyme for a reason. So don't get afraid, you know, but just be safe because you're gonna find yourself on the outside looking in.
You definitely want to be a homeowner. That I mean,
Oh yeah, all day long, no
yeah,
question.
yeah. I mean, the home ownership should be, if you're not already a homeowner, that should be your goal. You know what I mean? Like one of your top goals, at least.
Especially when they're making it so easy for first time home buyers. The majority of my cousin and my older brother, they're in the real estate specifically. Like that's the thing they do every day. And they getting home first time home buyers all day long because all of these programs, especially out here on the East Coast. So now, and then even like Ras Baraka in Newark, all of the initiatives that he's doing, you could fall into a home. You know what I mean? And you can qualify. It's different, but once you start seeing that net worth going up, the majority of anybody's net worth, unless
Mm-hmm.
you're an inventor or something like that, is your home. When you tell people, you'll be
Specifically,
able
your
to
kids.
tell somebody, yeah, yeah,
Specifically, your kids.
yeah, exactly. Like you got people like, he's a millionaire. Well, not really. You can't pull most people can't pull that money from the bank, but their house is worth 700,000,
Right.
600,000, 700,000. So now between you and your significant other, y'all can have some kind of value worth another 300,000, 400,000. Y'all are effectively millionaires. if you play your cards right, and if you
That'll
play
get
the
you to
credit
get
game
right on
right,
the
you're
Macy's
good.
card. That's about all that'll get you. I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Get you
One
some
of
good
them,
rates on the Macy's card, bro.
yeah, one of them Z Blacks maybe. You can get one of
No,
them.
you definitely don't fool with the Z. Don't.
Oh my God, I hollered when you told me
Fool
that
with
shit.
the
Oh
Z
my
Black.
God. leave them alone. Stay away from those.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from them Z Blacks, man. I don't know much about them, right? But I ain't
You
heard
don't
nothing
need.
good about them.
Only thing you need to know is run. So
Yeah.
if somebody offered to you, punch them and then run. So they can't chase you and keep talking. Well, what we doing tonight, Chef? What's the announce the partnership, Chef? For the people, I don't know how many people in here, but maybe they don't know. I know we got the show Sunday too.
Oh man, listen, it's the takeover. You know, I renamed it. It's the takeover. Obviously, you know, is an elephant in the room. You know, um, we did a show on Tri Media announcing that the Carnivorous Podcast, that's me and Corey, are now doing a partnership with Tri Media to produce content, to get more content out to y'all, better content, and we'll be on around the clock platform that'll be help produce, you know, more shows. Like I said, better content and a variety of content. As y'all know, we're into so many different things, and I think Tri Media will help us, you know, showcase the many different things that you know we into. Um, so yeah, I'm like I said, I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna see me and Corey going live more. Y'all gonna see more variety out of me and Corey thanks to Tri Media. A lot of the things that I wanted to do with the channel and previously on the Pseudo Killers channel, I didn't have the time or the manpower or the people with the expertise to help me pull it off. But I feel like, you know, the Tri Media company, you know, is geared to helping me and Corey be able to pull off more variety in our content. So I'm happy to do business with them. I'm happy for the partnership. You know what I mean? And I just can't wait to truly get started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think one of the things we want to do is work with content creators. I mean, I'm very excited. I mean, you guys aren't new to this, so you're not somebody that you got to completely teach how to hit the button, how to go live. It's basically what we call it is monetizing your personality. Um, Most people don't realize that just talking a little bit on the mic, pause, and showing people that you can walk and chew gum at the same time. You get this thing where you like, I'm just going live and I'm just talking, or I'm just talking about this, or I'm just talking about that. And you don't realize if you just take a subtle step or you collaborate rather than trying to compete all the time. We have a lot of sayings in our house. You compete at the bottom, but you collaborate to get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed, coming into this, I did a lot of studies on uh, online businesses, online, and media is where it's at. I mean, I've already conquered a lot of different areas. And when I say conquered, I don't mean like I was at the top of the area, but I figured it out, I mastered it, I monetized it and moved on and kept that as residual income. So I've done that in a few areas. And now media is literally the most booming market. The number of media millionaires in the past 3 years is astounding compared to other industries. And the ages are wild. You got 9-year-old millionaires just off YouTube that's doing the same thing that you and Corey are doing. Just putting your personality out and seeing people, seeing who like it. But what I noticed in the space that you and Corey are talking in, as far as the Carnivorous podcast, you do a lay of the land, and all of the channels are all around between 600 to 4 or 5,000. And because everybody is so amped to compete with each other and go at each other and go crazy against each other, what happens is everybody kind of stays around the same wave because everybody, I used to mod a lot of these chats and I would see the same people on 6, 7, 8, 9 different channels. So essentially all those people, if one channel got 80 on Monday, 50 of them 80 is watching your show. It's not new people. And what you're talking about is not something that a new person would get. So now you playing to these same 80 people and it
Right.
all keeps you right there because you're competing.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now today, when they log in, the majority of the people initially are gonna, what are we talking about? Is it Black Egypt? Is it Chief X? Is it what are we talking about today? And then when you want to talk about them, a new person might want to come in and look, and they don't know nothing about what you're talking
Right.
about. So they don't
Lost.
subscribe, they don't like, and they don't stay.
Mm-hmm.
So you never actually grow. And then on top of that, our goal is to be a 24/7 media channel in less than 365 days. So now you got a situation where the way you do that is you don't just do YouTube on YouTube. You do YouTube on TikTok. You do YouTube on Rumble. You do YouTube. You do the media and put it all over everywhere through shorts, through different mediums, reels, long form videos. You take our videos, turn them into 4 other videos. Like tonight, we do a 3-hour video. We should be able to pull out 3 other shows from this. And about 20, 5 to 10 shorts, put that on TikTok and build your brand all over the place. And then you figure out what your niche is, you find where you're going, and you do it that way. Like with our channel, we found a real boom with hip hop. We went from 60 subscribers to almost 500 subscribers in a matter of 2 weeks from just finding a niche. Now you get in there, you find the people, and then that's, like tonight, I got a show tonight at 8 o'clock with True Savior. He's a leader in that group. So now you work with him, you partner with him. Because I don't want nobody to work for me. I don't even want to work with people that are looking to have like a worker's mentality. You got to come into it. If you got the mentality, you just don't know the know-how, then you perfect because everything powered by Tribe Media, at a bare minimum, will put you up to the world. So it's exciting, man. I've been very excited to work with y'all. A lot of the people in the chat, y'all know Chef and Corey, and y'all know they talented. You know that they eye catching, and you know they have personality. So there's no reason why it shouldn't be monetized.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, no
fact.
doubt. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, though, Brass. That's real talk. And I definitely look forward to being more polished. You know what I'm saying? Being more systematic, being more on schedule. I think I think the audience deserves a step up. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna step the game up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fact. So, we did the show. So we did the show. Well, I hit the live button. For some reason, we were supposed to have a meeting. I'm still waiting. DQ, what's up? You in the chat? What's up with the meeting? Um, you know, I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like I said, I didn't. When the meeting was brought to my attention, I didn't even understand. You know, what was we? What the hell are we meeting about? What's the issue now? You dig what I'm saying? So I sent the um the link to Unc and Kent because I want to get to the bottom of it. I think they're asking, are we having a tri-media carnivorous war against the pseudo killers or against PK? I don't even think we in the same lane. You dig what I'm saying? To even have a war with, that's like the New England Patriots, telling the LA Lakers that you in two different ball games. You dig what I'm saying? Like, how could the goddamn Lakers or the New England Patriots challenge the LA Lakers? You dig what I'm saying? Like, how they play on it's two different games going on here, right? Now,
Different
if it
world.
was just Carnivorous Podcast, then you would say, yeah, we dive into the same lane on a couple different topics. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I can see that. But to say that is it a beef because Tri Media then partnered to help Carnivorous Podcast with our content and our production, I don't see how those two things could make y'all think that there's, a competition or something going on. That's two different ball games. And do I make sense, Brasson, Corey?
Man, it make total sense. Total sense, definitely.
No, it makes sense. I think just to add on to it, um, that's one of the other things that I think in the conscious community, right? I would assume that right now you guys haven't you got a foot in the conscious community and a foot in starting your own thing. And the one thing I've noticed from just watching, if anybody, nobody really knows me in the conscious community, so, but what I do is I pay more attention than I do. I pay attention to little things, maybe things that other people don't see. And what I've even come to realize is that it's so personal. A lot of the conversations, a lot of the things that are talked about, they're great topics. Black Egypt, great topic. Um, like pseudo killers, death of expertise, great topics. A lot of the stuff Chris Harris talks about, great topics. Smash Rockwell, these are great topics that they talk about. But what ends up happening, and this is what I mean by competing at the bottom, and you kind of stay there because you're all competing. But then when it becomes personal, it gets lost. So now what happens is you got a full chat of, it's like the Roman arena. You got a full chat of people joining shows just to see grown men argue or grown men cuss each other out. And what happens is, while that's marketable for a moment, that won't stay. And like I said, once again, to reiterate, when the average person comes in, the new listener, you grow your business off new listeners and core audience, and then everybody else is in between. But when the new listener comes in, let's say, Chef, you arguing with Chris Harris. I saw him in the chat. Shout to him. That's why I keep naming him. But say you arguing with Chris Harris. Well, they're coming to hear, the title might say, Black Egypt, something along those lines. They might be coming to hear you talk about Black Egypt, but then when you start the ad homs or Chris goes back and forth, or anybody, nothing against Chris, but when the ad homs and things start going back and forth, what happens is that new person now isn't interested because they might actually be coming to learn. So what happens is you never actually grow. So with us, I recognized it. And when you recognize that, the only thing I know what to do in my life is throw business at it. Don't throw more drama at it. Don't throw more personality at it. Don't get into any public beefs. And I stress the word public. If you're gonna have a private conversation, that's a private conversation. Whatever you talk about in your home. Me and Corey was talking earlier. I was telling them if the majority of people at work knew what you talked about or anybody talked about when they went home, they wouldn't even mess with you at work. So whatever you talk about in your private is this, that, and the other, but it's not even a public face to get into these nasty brawls, and it's just not good business. It's not. And so when you're saying two different lanes, um, I think we're not even focused on the same thing.
Right.
I don't care about one-off conversations. I really don't care to argue publicly. And that's what happens in business. The corporations, bro. I've been at the top. I'm a business owner, so I've been the where the buck stops here. That quote. And in those rooms with executives or the executives that work for me, and we have conversations that I would never let spill out to live on a YouTube channel. It just doesn't look good. So when you say we're doing two different things, not only do I think we're doing two different things, I think we have two different goals. And what happens is that personal stuff, like what was going on today and yesterday and, whatever, it's all that personal stuff. When you guys started that coalition, I hate to be long winded, but I got a show at 8 o'clock. I want to get my thoughts out. When you guys started the coalition, like I told y'all, you actually started something that could have moved the conscious community. It could have moved it. It was challenging to certain places. People were fired up about it. But a lot of times when you and Corey, you do stuff under the guise of a group or the name of a group, you can never get out of that. You can never, when people hear you talk, it's like, it's not Chef and Corey, it's whatever group you in. So then that even messes up business. So I kind of want everything to be fluid. People be able to go here and there. Those are the people I respect. DQ, I love. DQ can go to any chat, any channel, off and on. Sosa can do the same thing. That's business to me, to be able to have conversations with everybody and move forward. And then when you meet the stop signs, you just stop. Don't deal with them and call it a day. But I mean, y'all could elaborate more. Like I said, a lot of this personal stuff and drama is probably a little bit to do with me, but especially in regards to the pseudo killers, a lot of this is stuff that's been going on, 10 years, 11 years, 15 years, 12 years. I think I might be in the conscious community 6 months before I started. No, not even 5 months. 5 months before I started Tribe Media. So I know what happens when you try to do something great. Is usually you find out who is actually in support of what you're doing, who's eyeing what you're doing, and it's counterproductive, not counterintuitive.
Right. Yeah, we definitely on two different pages, especially when, one lane, one group is in one lane talking about raising kids, and ain't nobody, half of them ain't got kids on the panel, especially the women on the panel ain't got no kids, talking about how to raise kids, right? But, we in the lane where we know what we talking about. So if we want to talk about raising kids, we got kids, so we can talk about raising kids over here. We want to talk about relationships over here. We got years and years, we got decades of experience, decades of marriages. You know what I mean? Like between me and Brass, right? If you add our marriages up together, we got 40 years of experiences in relationships, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, talk to people who actually, got kids and been in marriages for 19 years and 17 years and things like that. Like, talk to those people in your actual family, not online. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. But like I said, we in two different lanes. So that's why we wouldn't be in no competition. Especially yeah, we just in two different lanes.
Yeah, that's how I see it. So, man, I was waiting for Unc and Kent to hit the link. I sent it out. So I'm under the impression that they wanted this conversation to be private. And when you're not clear about what you want to say, then you want the conversation to be private, right? Um, I can do it live because I'm clear in what I'm saying. I'm clear. I don't have no questions for nobody. I don't feel no type of way that I don't that I don't want to express live. Like, I don't have nothing to hide. Like, however I feel, I'm willing to say it. You know what I mean? And if you have any misunderstandings about where I'm at, I'm willing to clear it up live. You dig what I'm saying? Because obviously the show that we did the other night, right, was a live show. So if anything that I said on that live show offended you, I'm willing to either restate it here, right? Or apologize if I said something that you took the wrong way live. You dig what I'm saying? Because the show that we did was live. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to hit the button, you know what I mean? So we can get this shit because for me, I watch all of the channels. I be on the different channels. You dig what I'm saying? So I'd rather do it live because obviously y'all feel like, I'm harboring feelings or something. You know what I mean? So I want to get that out that, harboring no feelings. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. You know what I mean? The people that
Yeah,
I beef.
everybody should definitely know. Definitely know how I feel. Like I don't really, hold back on how I feel or whatever about one another. Like I don't need to. We don't need to have a Zoom meeting to talk about where we stand because there's no standing. We don't stand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you stand over there, I stand over here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I said on the show how I felt. I said why I felt as though I left, or I felt as though one of the main reasons, that made the separation happen with me and the pseudo killers. It was mainly over, you know, uh relationships that people I felt as though wanted me to distance myself, right? From people that they didn't like. You know what I mean? And I felt as though that was personal shit. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody thinking that they can make me act a certain type of way or treat people a certain type of way because of their issue with them. You dig what I'm saying? I like to make my own opinions of people. I like to choose who I engage with, you know what I mean, in conversation. So it was more of a thing, and that was my issue. Now, since I left, it was other things that was happening that was making me look at the shit side-eyed. You dig what I'm saying? Um, and that was with the constant coddling of women just because they were women. You know what I mean? The constant saying that the women should have a voice, like we wasn't allowing them to talk, right? You know, the women could say certain things, and if you said certain things back, then you were completely wrong and against the black woman. All this nut ass shit that started going on. I wasn't feeling that, you know what I mean? For sure. Because I never disrespected not one woman over there. You dig what I'm saying? I never disrespected that. Now, did I make you feel comfortable all the time? Probably not. You dig what I'm saying? Probably not. Because of y'all snarky attitudes. And because I can talk to Unc and Corey a certain type of way, right? And we able to get that off as a man. If I can't talk that way to you, then you're gonna get another type of energy from me, right? Man, but I can go on and on, but that's
Hey, let Logic up. It was people in the back chat
oh,
because I
I'm
got to
sorry.
start this show. Logic, go ahead and log back in. He said he'd be back, and DQ said he in the back chat.
I got DQ
But
up
no, I
now.
mean on that, even on that conversation, I think the dynamic is always going to be a little. Well, you don't know people, and I think a lot of times too with me, Chef. You know what I had to realize really quickly? None of this is real.
Right.
And then when you actually break it down, it's like I think what happens is when you know that this is not real, but you constantly find yourself in arguments with people that may think that like this is a real thing, like this is like a real, like we gotta, like somehow we all gonna see each other, we all gonna meet each other, you know, society dynamics in real life and what happens on the internet is completely different. So a lot of times when what I would find myself is usually when I would slip up, it's because I thought that this internet stuff was real, or I thought it's actually it's actually something like an ideology of some kind or a movement of some kind. When in all actuality, it's a bunch of people online that don't know each other from all across the country, all across the world. Um, that we don't know each other, we don't know each other's mamas, we don't know each other's fathers. So when you start throwing out accusations and you start throwing out terms, and I won't lie, you know what I mean? I would even find myself having to tell myself, and DQ is the testament. I would ask him all the time, like, am I bugging right now? Or, my favorite line, am I losing my mind right now? Like, but then a lot of times, even Sosa, sometimes he'll bring me back to earth, like, you know this isn't real, right? Like you taking this real serious or you taking this real personal, but this isn't real. This isn't a real thing. This is online. This is whatever. So then now I realize, all right, so yeah, I need to get to the business. That's even more of a supporting thing of trying to get in back and forth arguments is never good for business. So that's why I don't engage publicly um in any kind of whatever. You would never know anything is going on with me. But what I'm finding is that I'm allowing probably a little bit too much disrespect publicly. I don't really care what a person say privately, but I'm allowing a little bit too much publicly, and it's irritating me because I'm trying to be focused on something else. So, you know, I'm willing to have the conversation, but I'm also I just hope it's understood that I don't think the majority of us will ever meet ever. And I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that same energy. I can't get as mad at you as I would get about, with my sister, I gotta see, or my brother, I gotta see, or my friends, I gotta see, or my business associates, I gotta see. So um as long as we keep the main thing, I was loving what you were saying earlier, Chef. Like, this is counterproductive to business. And I'll be damned if I got rap tracks made about me or uh, shows and reels and memes and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's all counterproductive, well, to me personally. But I got to dip. I got to start my show at 8. But I'll be listening in until 8 o'clock. But I got to do my pre-production real quick.
Okay. All right, we gonna check in.
Yep.
We gonna check in.
He's Brian.
Right.
Peace to peace.
Corey, what's up?
Yeah. I don't really have much to say, man. Really, I would have had something to say if we would have had the little Zoom thing, but I just that's the rear view really to me right now. You know what I mean? I can't be staring at the rear view, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. Is you know, so yeah, I guess we done with it. You feel me? We gave an opportunity to speak. Nobody showed up, so I hope
Yeah,
this the end of it.
it's like it's like I was saying earlier, man. When you be like when niggas be like, nigga, I should whoop your ass. Then the nigga jump up and be like, nigga, let's go right now then, nigga. What's
Yeah,
up? You know what I mean? You'd be like, damn, I wasn't really ready for that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
So I
mean,
get,
it's definitely a thing where, like I said, you know, um, most people in media are in competition. You dig what I'm saying? When you look at First Take is in competition, what what was what's Skip Bayless show? Whatever that is. Um,
yeah.
Skip and Stephen A is in competition against each other, right? Everybody on ESPN is in competition with the next show that's on ESPN for ratings, right? Who's going to produce the best show? So I would be remiss if I was to say that I'm not in competition uh, to produce better shows than everybody else. I am. I am in competition to be undisputed. There you go. Appreciate it, Kev. I am in competition in that manner, because I want to be the best, right? I want to produce better shows. So yeah, if that's the competition that y'all are talking about, as we at war in that capacity, if you want to call it that, yeah, you know what I mean. Um, but am I into doing shows that will just bash PK? No. But when I have disagreements with PK, right? If I feel um moved enough to do a show on something that y'all produced, then yeah, y'all gonna get the same thing that everybody else get. And then I feel like I got the right to do it. You feel me? Like I got the right to do it. I feel like I'm comfortable enough to talk about PK because I was in PK. You feel me? Like
Right.
you can't put a muzzle on me. You feel me? I didn't sign an NDA when I left PK to never speak about PK again. Like that wasn't the goddamn that never was a something that I agreed to. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, PK can get it like anybody else can get it. You know what I mean? If I want to do a show about sign that or what Garfield and them produce, then I'ma do it. But PK is not fucking off limits. So if that was the sentiments that we was talking about, and the only reason, y'all, that I brought PK up on the Tri Media show because we were talking about why the coalition started. So I went and told why we had brought up the coalition in the first place. They wanted the history of why me and Corey and them decided to start the coalition. So I had to tell why we started the coalition in the first place, right? And then Brass and them Tri Media wanted to know, well, then why y'all didn't go along? Why didn't y'all follow through with the coalition? So I had to get a story. So I couldn't tell a story about uh the coalition without telling the story about PK and why we split with PK in the first place. So if y'all took that as slander, right? I I don't know what to do. I'm lost. You know what I mean? If anybody is lost in the chat, subscribe to Tribe Media. Go watch the last show when Tribe Media and Carnivorous Podcast had announced their partnership. Go ahead, Corey. My bad.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So, we definitely, in competition with any YouTube channel that's, speaking on our same topics or, doing anything we doing, which like we so multifaceted over here, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe like we really in competition, as you say, like that per se. But I mean, if they wanted to be like full speed ahead on PK, like I got I got plenty of content for that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I got content for days. I can just go on and on. You already know me. I do a rant. I do a 2-hour rant. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing for me. But I think focusing on really, really being able to highlight our talents and dive into our multifaceted, conversations that we got the potential to have. That's what I'm really ready to dig into. I'm ready to get into, solving these Easter eggs on these map packs when we get into design. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready to get into. So I'm really ready to get, like the $2 conversation, right? That, you know what I mean? Let the niggas have the $2 conversation, right? We want to build a community. That's really what this is all about. Building community, building people you can network with on a real basis in a practical way. You know what I'm saying? Not in no this ain't no cult over here, right? Chef got his opinion. I got my opinion, right? We got Tri-Media is just who they produce us. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bring us to you polished. So everything you seen over there on PK, everything you've been seeing on the Carnivorous podcast, right, is gonna be coming to you in a more polished way, right? With Tri-Media. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that. You know what I mean? And niggas ain't on that type of level. You know what I'm saying? When we was there, they could have been where we at, but you know, we about to climb to a lot higher heights. And like I said, that's in the rear view for me. So
Yeah,
you know what
DQ,
I mean?
what up?
Let them motherfuckers be miserable over there. You know what I mean? Misery loves company, but I ain't here to visit you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. This damn live and in the back chat I've been having text correspondence and I'm irritated. I'm yeah. So apologies if my camera was on. But yeah, I just basically said, bro, text these men directly because I'm tired of this message to message shit, bro. Because I'm getting irritated. I'm so serious, I'm getting irritated with this, man. So that's where I'm at with that. Like, period. Let's please talk about some gymnastics or something because this shit's getting on my nerves. I don't like this, bro. Oh my God. Just people text whatever issues they have, talk to the person, call the man, something.
They got their own.
I'm irritated.
They wanted you to you know, up and down. You know what I'm saying? They got their own issues, man. You know.
Well, the
gotta,
link is out there.
shit.
If they watching the show, the link is out there, right? I done sent the link to them, right? I done put it in the chat, right? Y'all don't gotta text DQ anymore, right? DQ is not in it. He done passed on the message. Any conversation. Listen, this it right here. So if we don't talk about it or now,
yeah, this is the last energy I'm giving. But you know, I already, like I said, we done 2 Zoom things and then nobody showed up, bro. I mean, DQ, am I lying? Didn't we do 2 Zoom? Or am I tripping here? We did 2 Zoom meetings and none of them showed up. They the ones who asked for the meeting or whatever it is. I don't know, meeting or whatever they call it. I don't know what they was calling it.
Is
but
here. Is here.
Yeah.
Show that you don't have no animosity by clicking the link. You click if you ain't on, we ain't on no bullshit. We here live for people to see it. So if you ain't on no bullshit, click the link.
Yeah.
I ain't on no bullshit. Corey ain't on no bullshit. DQ ain't on no bullshit. We said, yo, we'll do it live. So if y'all ain't on no bullshit, click the link. What could possibly? Because
they ain't clicked 3 links. This the 3rd link. They not clicking. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, you never ever say, yo, I don't have a problem with a dude, and you don't have no problem with telling him I don't have a problem with you to your face, or it ain't no issue, right? But if it's the people that's not showing up, then if it ain't no issue, I don't know. Maybe I'm different. I don't know. Maybe I ain't from this motherfucking planet or something. You know what I mean? Y'all. Yeah, maybe I ain't from this planet, man. Like, you know,
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I craft my words perfectly, right? I try to be respectful, but then I speak the truth also. So if y'all felt as though I said anything wrong, right, about my truth, the reason why I felt as though, you know, what irked me about my breakup with PK, that's how I felt. That's how
Well,
I
don't
felt.
even,
That's how
I don't
y'all
even
made
know.
me feel. Now, I could be mistaken about y'all intentions, but I'm telling you, that's the way it made me feel. That y'all were trying to uh what you call, what's the word? Censor, right? My speech and who I had conversations with. You know what I mean? I felt censored, and I didn't want to be censored. So I pushed back against that shit. If y'all saying y'all don't feel like y'all was trying to censor me, you dig what I'm saying? Then so be it. You feel me? But that's how I felt. You know what I mean? I felt as though it was some bullshit. Y'all can say no, it wasn't. That's not what we were doing.
So what make you? How do you know that that's what he want to talk about? Like the show that we did the other day.
Cause that's the only thing that happened. What we announced that we was partnering with Tri-Media. You know what I mean? And I explained the coalition. Why we had started the coalition in the first place. And I mentioned my disagreements with PK about starting the reason why I started the coalition. That was the only time I talked about him. So that has to be the issue. And I'm here to clear that up. And ain't nobody showing up.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to
No,
be
Corey,
cleared
am
up.
I missing something?
No, it don't need to be cleared up. I mean, we don't appreciate bitch ass shit, so we ain't over there no more, and that's that. I mean, I don't think nothing else need to be explained about it.
And the crazy part about it is, I talked to Kent. I'm on a group chat with Kent. Can call me
Kent, my guy,
anytime.
I still got love for Kent. I
Right.
still got love for Kent.
Kent can call me at any time. I mean, Unc can call me at any time. I just talked to Unc last week. He called and checked on me and said, bro, you ain't been live in a minute. You feel me? So you good? So I'm tripping because I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? If it was an issue, right? I don't think it's an issue with me. Like I keep saying it. Like me and Unc talk on a regular basis. So, you know, I'm just airing it out because I don't even, it's impossible for it to be an issue. Because me and Unc don't have no problem with hitting each other up. You feel me? So that's not, and then Kent is still on the group text with me. I got Kent number. Can't be a problem. You
Yeah,
feel
I'm
me?
still in the group text with Kent. But
Exactly.
yeah, that's Kent. But
So
yeah, I don't have nothing but disdain and vitriol for Unc. So you know, I don't think it would do him no justice. I don't know why he would even. I mean, he would be beneficial to have a Zoom call with you and Brass, but not. It wouldn't be productive in no way, shape, or form with me being on the
but
Zoom call.
Brass and Unc was just on Social World together. So
Yeah,
that
that
couldn't
got
have been,
unproductive. That got very unproductive.
but that couldn't have been the issue. You
Yeah.
feel me? It had to be the show that we had the other night about our announcement that we was partnering with Tri-Media. Because ain't nobody have an issue on Social World the other day. You know what I mean? See, that's why I
Right.
don't like doing this when the people not here, because now it look like I'm just making up shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because then they gonna come back behind it and say I got everything all wrong. You dig what I'm saying?
Chef,
Yeah.
I'm getting messages. I'm getting text messages. I'm getting Discord messages. People asking me what the fuck is going on. And like I say, if I give a chronological play-by-play order of how my day went and
Right.
how everything went, people will be baffled. So right now, because people are watching the live, I'm telling you, Don't ask me what the fuck is going on, because I got caught up in the middle of some BS and I tried to get grown men to talk and handle it, but it hasn't went that way. So don't ask me. Call somebody close to you. Period.
Right. Listen. Like I said, we ain't gonna trip off of it. You know what I mean? Be my last time addressing it. Only reason I'm the one who said ignore it earlier. Y'all talked me into it. Y'all talked me into it. I said, man, nah, man, don't need to trip off of that, man. That's, you know what I mean? But then I'm a troll also. You feel me? Just
Oh
know
yeah.
Chef is a troll. If I see something that can make content, I'm gonna push to agitate that shit. So, you know what I mean? And that's why I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? So y'all done pissed DQ off. You know what I mean? He rarely ever get pissed off. So y'all working overtime over that motherfucker right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know why they bothering him, because they got my phone. Every one of them. Well, yeah, but Uncle and Kent got my phone. So I don't know why they even want to do a Zoom call. Like, you could just do a FaceTime.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you know how you say something right, and then when it go down, you realize how stupid it is. You feel
But they
me?
done did it 3 times today, though. This is the third time.
when you think about it, you be like, yeah, them brothers, they don't really got nothing. They ain't really do nothing to me. Like, it's really not. I'm tripping. You feel me? Like,
Right.
gotta realize that, like, yo, that Chef, I can call that nigga at any time. You feel me? If I have a panel, yo, show up. I don't have no, I can't really say I got an issue with the nigga. You dig what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like, at this point, but if you do got an issue, listen, I'm accessible. The link is in the chat. You
Look,
feel me?
I don't even know what issue he got with me, but I'm definitely clear there's an issue there. So therefore, you know, I don't really
You
like
brought up the
this
Z
guy.
Black card.
Yeah, but that was the that was the button right
Yeah.
there.
You was
You
dead
never
fucking
bring
wrong.
up Garfield in the Z Black card, because if you bring up Garfield in the Z Black card, he gonna cuss you and your mama out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm gonna delete this show because it was unfruitful. But I'm gonna go live
Well, since
again.
you're gonna delete it, well, let's go on for a little bit more.
No, Brass and them about to go live. What you about to say? They about to go live in 6 minutes.
Oh, okay, they finna go live. Okay, let's because I was if once you told me you was deleting it, I was a little bit apprehensive at first. I'm like, where's he going? But now
I
I'm
mean, if
ready.
you
You
got, listen,
know,
go ahead, say it now, get it off your chest, and because we can
no,
move on.
I don't want to. I want to put that. I want to put it away, man. I want to
You
put it
sure?
away. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Plus, I'm
I
at
got a
home
I
now.
got a sneaky suspicion that it will come back up.
I don't know, man. I think really, man, I'm just it's beneath me. It's starting to be beneath me now. When you know how when you get into it with somebody, right? You know, you motherfucker be like, man, let's go outside, man. Let me holler at you. You know what I mean? You go outside, man. You sit back, you get some fresh air or whatever, and then you think about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this shit just looks stupid, right? Like, this is really beneath me, man. Like, I would have them, majority of them niggas I wouldn't even interact with in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, some 60-year-old ex crackhead, bro. Like, I wouldn't even interact with him in real life. He wouldn't even be in the same area that I'm in. You know what I mean? So
Two different
sometimes,
circles.
it'd be two different circles. So like, that's why this online shit it'd be fun. It'd be a funny game to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I don't need to have a sit down with you. Like, you ain't. Do you think you a boss or what?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I hope it's dead at this point. Um, you know, don't bring it up no more if y'all wasn't gonna show up. You know what I mean? To talk about it. Don't make me seem like I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Don't make me seem like I'm crazy and I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. Like the last thing I remember that I did was talk about the coalition and why it was started and why I felt as though the need to start a coalition. Why I felt as
And,
though.
but to you know, everybody out there, right? Who all the haters, right? You know what I mean? Anybody over there, right? Y'all should clip a lot of these up. That way, y'all get y'all, so y'all can pass the messages on. Like when y'all hear the key messages, clip them up. You know what I'm saying? Pass them on. Because this is gonna be this is definitely in the rear view. This is the last time, really. I mean, unless the niggas do something crazy and it's like I see a show and they do something funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't have any reason to bring none of them up. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a reason to bring up the PK. So if y'all over here to hear us talk shit about the PK, I hope y'all enjoyed this. But that's beneath us. We moving different. We moving way different now.
Yeah, I mean, like
Cockroaches
like I
just stepped
said,
on.
you know what I mean? Let us all in the PK Discord.
Yeah, let me in the Discord. That way I can send a
Somebody
send
send
me an
us
invite in the chat.
the
Put
invite,
this PK
to the PK
Discord
Discord,
invite. Yeah.
and we can do it over there. Cause it can get done. You feel me?
Put the invite in the chat. Sosa, what up, Sosa? You in the chat,
Sosa
bro. Put the
Vance.
invite. Give me
Somebody
the
send
invite,
us a
bro.
PK Discord invite.
That good guy. Where you at? Send me an invite, that good guy.
You know what I mean?
What's to that good guy? He's a funny guy, dude. I like that good guy. He cracks me every time he's on any panel. It's very entertaining.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
yeah,
entertaining.
yeah. That good guy. That good
I
guy.
see American Dream in there. He was a little pussy pinched the other day. You know. I hope you got that fixed, American Dream. I hope you got that fixed.
All right,
Van, look at Van. Look at Van. Vance was in the chat. What up, Van?
Man's like, what the hell going on with y'all?
Man, what you doing here, man?
The PK, I remember. Like, yeah.
Shout out to Vance, man. Peace to you, brother.
I checked to see you at 6. I ain't seen nothing at 6. I thought you wasn't going. I checked your Discord. I checked Brad. I was like, shit, I ain't doing shit.
Oh no, we was actually on a Zoom waiting for PK to show up.
What, 6?
Yeah,
Wait,
we yeah.
Fuck out of here.
They ain't show up again.
Nice.
Yeah, they ain't show up again. Cause they
They
already
gave
know what it
52
is.
fake out, man.
Hit y'all with the curveball, nigga.
They gave us the 52 fake out.
I like it.
They
nigga
playing
played
games.
dirty.
They
Nigga
playing
played
games.
dirty.
Yeah.
Nigga poking your eye. I like it.
Yeah, they playing games.
I'm about to go live and bang on
They said meet me down at the saloon at noon, damn it. And it wasn't nobody down there but a tumbleweed, you know what I mean?
All right. You know, nigga be like, hey, nigga.
Tumbleweed was rolling.
Outside. So you walk outside, they close the door, lock the door, like, fuck out of here. Hey, I'm finna go live and goddamn bang on y'all niggas' head, and I'm gonna just sit back and just laugh. This is a good day.
Why would he do that
Hang
when
them up. We're gonna enjoy it.
we were supposed to have the conversation?
Yeah.
See that when people want an issue, I'm trying. Now you're proving that you want an issue. Because the thing was, we were supposed to do a Zoom and see what was cracking. You feel me? We were supposed to do a Zoom and see what was cracking. I'm not even watching that shit. That's crazy as hell. So now you're deliberately starting shit. You deliberately starting shit. That's, man, see, I'm about to say something. You know what I mean?
It'd be good for content.
It ain't, because so then it wasn't a real issue then. So it was just for content. And I'm cool with that. You feel me?
Here goes some content.
Like I said, I'm gonna sit back. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even
We
hate.
blessed y'all. We blessed y'all with some content for one more time there. So we gave y'all a blessing over there, man. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have a good conversation.
Crazy.
Y'all gonna have a real good conversation behind it.
Yeah, I know y'all tried to do another one. I know y'all tried to do another one.
We tried to do it behind scene 2 times. They didn't show up. Fuck it, hit the button, go live, show up. I don't have an issue. So I could talk about what I said about the coalition and PK live. Because I don't have it. If you took any offense to anything that I said, I'll say it again live and let you know it wasn't nothing to it. It was my fucking truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I missed it. You know, I wasn't finna go back and watch that show.
Oh,
You know
my God.
I've been around niggas long enough to know, but I'm not finna rewatch the show.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, I'm about goddamn Brass Live, y'all. So let's go check that out.
Peace, man.
We out. We gonna go over to Try Media. We out.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good Wednesday, man. Peace.
Peace, my dude.